Hello and welcome to another episode of the Near Fall right here on WFRV Plus. I am your host, show the name, Devin Williams. We have Ben here on a Tuesday, filling in for Nick.
That's still Thursday.
Oh, wow. I'm just ready for this Christmas break. Just absolutely itching for it. Some wrestling, we haven't talked since last week,
Yeah.
but the big thing is John Cena's last match happened. Any thoughts? Any parting things to say not only about John Cena but also like that last what was it, couple weeks or two matches or whatever?
Again, I'm never gonna oppose like the decision to have him lose or whether they would have gone the other way. To me, the odd thing was just the tapping out. I would have preferred either he passes out or I would even prefer a clean pin over that.
Ooh.
The smile was weird to me.
Yeah.
I'm sure you and Nick talked on it. Overall, the afterwards, all the stuff beforehand was cool. People, legends on the next to the ring, all of it was fairly nice. The match was pretty predictable when they have like a giant heel going against that. It's kind of the same style they typically do. So I guess it's just, to me, it's just the tapping out that was just odd.
Yeah, the one thing that I said is like I would have rather him pass out, and that way they could have said he never gave up until the end.
Right.
My bigger complaint was Obafemi match. Oh boy, that guy!
Yeah.
What a wrestler! That Friday night promo that he did had me ready to run through a wall. I was telling Nick like he should win in 4 seconds. Like,
Right.
Obafemi was just I already enjoyed him. I'm even more in his entrance. I don't know if I just didn't see it the first time, like from the Royal Rumble, or if he had to rush down. So, but like when he comes out and the crowd's going,
the presence is crazy. Yeah, that was kind of like my first. Same with you. Like I knew about Oba. I was decently high on him, but that match, I really wanted more out of it. I don't know if they did a little quick thing where they ended it early. Me and Nick were kind of talking where they might have been concerned about Cody's ear. I don't know.
He wrestled with a torn pec. I kind of throw that all out the window.
No, I do too.
And he's a very like oldish wrestler. Like he will finish the match.
Right.
He's not gonna like.
No, I just wanted so much more out of that match. It was good, but man, if that went a little bit longer, and if the interference happened after the match, it would have been a little better, in my opinion. But it's
an exhibition match on John Cena's last card, and there's an interference. Like,
right?
Well, you think that they would just that one just really bugged me. And then now Drew McIntyre gets the match, and he gets to pick the stipulation. What if the stipulation he picks is if I lose, I still get the belt?
yeah, realistically, sure, everyone should do that.
But it's just, and he would still probably somehow find a way not to win the match and not win the belt. So I just kind of laugh where it's like, no thanks, I'll pass on it. But
I did enjoy the tag team. I thought that was
a solid match. Solid wrestlers involved. I think that's a very solid mid card showcase match. Is what that should have been for the rest of the card, like Obafemi and
Sol Ruka.
I would say only one talent won, and it was Sol Ruka. Every other talent was an established talent.
Right.
So
I thought they would have split going in, kind of thing. Man, but Javon Evans and Slater are.
Yeah, they're good.
The
Slater,
ceiling is so high.
Slater, I think, got hurt on NXT. That clip was going around where he jumped off and his knee kind of buckled, and who knows. But he won the number one contender match going against Obafemi. So would be interesting to see who wins that one. I hopefully it's Obafemi, but whatever. All right. So the year's winding down. It is time. A lot of these publications are releasing their awards of the year. Now, I wish I had time to kind of create our own awards of the year. Maybe we'll have to do that for the next year. But the first ones that we'll say are, we'll go over some of the basic ones, like match of the year, wrestler of the year, so on and so forth. But it'll be us. Did Nick send you some?
Nick did. Nick sent me send all his picks.
Okay, so let's start. Let's save like the big ones for the last, like wrestler of the year, stuff like that. But I think an easy one is promotion of the year.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess. What did Nick say?
Nick actually had AEW.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're all probably on the same page there.
Yeah, I was trying to think of like a swerve-ish, like, oh, it's actually NXT. I think TNA kind of deserves some recognition.
Yeah.
I would say they would be my runner-up. Just I'm not a huge fan of a lot of the stuff they did, but they're increasing. They're increasing their status in the wrestling stratosphere. So I think they've done some good things this year. But again, how much of that is they're just losing a lot of their talent to WWE and AEW? So it's kind of like they're solid. But Ace Austin gone, Jordan Grace gone, Joe Hendry gone.
Moose just appeared on NXT.
Yeah, which is fine. I mean, but I don't know if he's like a WWE going to be like a WWE lifer, or he'll jump kind of like what Joe Hendry and Jordan Grace did. But yeah, I would go AEW as well. Just I think the overall product that they've put out on a week-to-week basis is just a little bit better than WWE's, and I think their pay-per-views are significantly better than anybody else's on the planet right now. So all three of us, AEW.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine in the year that was Cena's farewell tour that
was
AEW. Well, I mean, if you spoke about this before everything happened, you would think WWE kind of had the upper hand there. But
they had a lot of momentum going into the year. Like they had some very solid matches like leading in and closing out the year, and I would say a somewhat decent WrestleMania with some very high profile moments. So, but yeah, that is promotion of the year. What Ben? Why don't you toss me a regular, just kind of nothing too crazy, like take team of the year style of award. So what's the next one?
Yeah, should we do heel turn?
Heel turn of the year. Well, I think this is an easy one, but yes.
Yeah. Okay. You think it's an easy one?
Yeah.
You want to go first?
John Cena.
Okay.
I think his heel turn had almost every single news outlet talking about it. You had ESPN talking about it, even before they had a deal with WWE. I believe that was before they announced the deal. I thought it was done really well. The heel turn was. Now the run after, not great. This is just a heel turn, not a heel run or heel of the year. Just heel turn of the year. I think it's John Cena. No questions asked. One of the best. I thought it was very. I think I remember messaging Nick saying very well done. I thought it was a very nice way, not nice, but a way to show him.
Yeah. I mean, I can't argue with the Cena turn. Obviously, you touched on it. That's not a heel run; it's a heel turn. We're kind of basing these off of Sports Illustrated, right?
Sure.
They're kind of
what did
categories.
They say?
Theirs was Naomi, which isn't a terrible choice. I'll say one different than one we've mentioned. I'm gonna go with what was I going with? Oh, Heyman and Rollins at WrestleMania. Not exactly a heel turn, but as a shocker, I'm just saying something different. I would probably go with Cena too, but
well, that's good.
Like a double turn there, turning on Punk, turning on Roman. I thought that one was
fine.
Yeah,
it's I was kind of like, oh, whatever when it happened. But Cena, I was like, they're doing it. So, but yeah. What did Nick have, or did he not have one?
Nick had Cena as well.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, then let's go to the next one. What else you got in there?
Best on the mic.
Sure. Why don't we start with Nick?
Nick had CM Punk.
Good one.
Yeah.
In my finalists, I should say, my top three is one of the ones I was thinking about. I'm not going to spoil who my winner is, but he was on the list.
Okay.
Good choice.
Sports Illustrated had Toni Storm. Can't argue with that. That to me, that's more of her character.
Did not make the list for me.
No. I'm going Hangman. I think you carried that title so well. He could be intense. He can be relatable. Clearly gets his motivations across. And then when you count in that Spanish promo at Grand Slam Mexico, he had to do so much to build that redemption arc, which we'll touch on later. And so there was just so many moments for him that stood out for me.
Yeah. Toni Storm did not make the list for me. I think her character, solid, one of the best characters in the year. CM Punk is up there for me. And it's hard. I'm just trying to go through and see if there's anybody else in my mind that really deserves it. Braun Breaker has made some strides, but not for the full year. MJF, always great on the mic, is in my list. So it was really between MJF, CM Punk. I'm trying to think if there was anybody else that really made my quote unquote finalist. When I think of best talkers on the mic, LA Knight probably would be the third.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
Any Drew McIntyre?
No,
thoughts?
Close-ish. I think solid, but not when I think of like number one guys. I'm gonna go. It's not Jey Uso. I can tell you that right now. It's not him. Yeah, give me I'll go LA Knight, but just on MJF. So close too. All three of these guys are really good. Probably hasn't had the best segments, but I don't think he's also been given the ball enough. He hasn't got given the spotlight. If he gets,
you talking MJF?
LA Knight.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Like if he's had like the promo time that Punk has had, I think he would have had a. He's just really good on the mic. I think LA Knight's just really good on the mic, and not only can he do good promos, he knows when to time his chance. Like they got everybody saying,
yeah.
You know? So I think that's really good. All right,
so we'll do two relatively related ones. We'll do breakout wrestler first.
Oh, okay.
So Sports Illustrated had Kyle Fletcher.
Yep, that's top of the list for me right now.
That is very top of the list to me. Although I agree, I'm going more of a actual breakout to me. I'm going Obafemi. He had a great 2024, but became champion in the top of the year.
It's tough for me to say an NXT wrestler, but yeah.
I get
that. See the potential is there 100%.
Right, and to me, that's what I'm weighing is the potential for Oba.
What did Nick have?
Nick had Javon Evans, which obviously that's another great choice.
I'm going to go Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker's great.
Yeah, that's who I was going to, like, he's a main event guy now. He's he kind of started off going for, like, the Intercontinental Championship. How long has he been with, like, the Vision? It's only been, like, June.
Since WrestleMania, right?
WrestleMania.
Or no, it was
after WrestleMania. Yeah. And he wasn't really doing it. That's why I have Braun Breaker in there for me is who I had. Other people, Kyle Fletcher, really good. Kevin Knight kind of came out of nowhere. He's had some big wins.
Yeah, Kevin Knight's up there. I had two women's wrestlers also noted. Sol Ruka and Lyra Valkyria.
Yep. I like the Lyra Valkyria for women. I'm going to go, what does it say? Breakout?
Yep.
See, this is where it gets a little tricky because what about Harley Cameron? And that's who I kind of lead to. She's really, but I would say closer to most improved, not breakout. It's close. It's close. Yeah. But she has gotten the spotlight a lot. Some good matches against Mercedes Moné. She's had, obviously now the tag team champion. So like that's kind of where I would lean in that regard is Harley. But I would have to. I'm almost most improved. So
yeah.
All right, let's take one break. When we come back, well, we have two breaks, but this will be our first one. When we come back, we have more awards to hand out here at the Near Fall. So stay with us right here on WFRV Plus. Hello and welcome back to the Near Fall. It's award season right here on WFRV Plus. We're handing out the Near Fall Awards, the Near-ies.
Near-ies, I like it. I like it a lot.
But we just got done going over some of our other awards. Let's keep the ball rolling. I mean, no shortage of stuff to go out. What else you got?
Next one up, we'll do comeback performer.
This is kind of like the sports comeback, where like they came back from an injury type of thing.
Yeah.
Huh.
Sports Illustrated had Dragunov.
Yeah, he missed some time with. Just came back like the last month or so, maybe 2 months, and
that's who Nick had as well.
Has had some really good matches. What about you?
Me, I kind of threw in a curveball here. I'm thinking some people might not really count this as comeback performer because he's been around, returned to the company in 2023 with WWE. I'm going CM Punk. He had a quiet 2024, a lot of injuries, not really main matches that year. And all 2025, he headlined WrestleMania. He's been up there in marquee matches. I'm going with Punk for this one.
Okay.
In the little swerve action.
I could see it to a point. I'm leaning Darby. Went to Mount Everest, hurt his ankle, missed some time. Came down, got involved towards the middle part of 2025. Otherwise, like Jamie Hayter missed some time, but I hasn't really done much. Ilya, I would say it's between Ilya and Darby, and I'll just go Darby. But I think Ilya's a good call. Just came back recently. Darby's got a little bit more time back than Ilya has, but I would say Ilya has really made some appearances, and Darby's already kind of hurt again. So okay, what about Kyle O'Reilly?
That's a good one.
Yeah, but he just kind of recently had some push. The beginning part of the year really wasn't. I mean,
right.
So
I don't know if it was lengthy enough for me, but that's a good mention there.
Yeah. All right. What's the next one?
How about we do show of the year? Best show of the year.
Okay, what does Nick have for this one? I think I have what I gotta go through.
Nick's one surprised me on this one. Nick has AEW's Blood and Guts.
Really?
Not a pay-per-view. It was just a TV special. I mean, you really can't. I mean, it's not my pick, but it was a great show, great matches. So as far as a TV show, TV show event, that was probably number one. Sports Illustrated had AEW's Double or Nothing. Can't argue that. For me, I'm also going a little bit off of the popular ones. I'm going AEW's All Out. There was other AEW matches, pay-per-views that had some of the matches of the year on it, but to me, All Out was so good from top to bottom. Here's how it finished. It started with Cope and Cage versus FTR. They had Briscoe, MJF in the tables and tacks. Okada, Takeshita, and Dorada triple threat. Mox Darby in the coffin. Stat winning the four-way. Rodito winning in the 4-team ladder match. And then finishing with Hangman and Fletcher. So from top to bottom, that one was just... That's my number one.
The all-out one?
Yeah. My runner-up was WWE's Evolution.
Oh, was that one? That was the women's, right?
Yep, the all-women's. To me, that was WWE's best pay-per-view of the year, so that's why that was my runner-up.
They said Double or Nothing was
Yep, that's what Sports Illustrated shows.
Oh, okay. So here's I don't mind it. It's close. So I'm gonna start from top down. The main event: Hangman versus Will Ospreay in the Owen Hart final, and I thought that was an absolutely insane match. Kyle Fletcher, Takeshi and Alexander beat Adam Cole, Riley, and Strong. Anarchy in the Arena. That's where the Let the Bodies Hit the Floor song with Omega, Swerve, Willow, Samoa Joe, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Shibata going against essentially the Death Riders and the Young Bucks. Timeless Tony Storm beat Mina. Okada beat Mike Bailey in a solid match. I remember that one being very solid. Hurt Syndicate beat the Sons of Texas. Yawner. Ricochet beat Briscoe in a stretcher match. I think that McGinnis was on that one as well.
Was this Double or Nothing?
Yeah, that was Double or Nothing. No, that one's not good. I'm just looking at wow. Not really like it's because I'm not WWE's. I'm not going to Royal Rumble. I thought that was an absolutely brutal pay-per-view. Not a huge WrestleMania fan, and again the double night thing I'm still not a fan of. Is it really the Forbidden Door one? No. God, I was really hoping that Monet and not Monet, Tony Storm. I might go All In. All In wasn't bad. I'll end it with All In. Monet versus Townley. I just really like this card. Timeless Tony Storm versus Mercedes Monet, fine. Okada and Omega was fine.
Yeah. Hangman
Page and Moxley, that's where he won the belt for the first time. Solid. MJF beat Roderick Strong in the Casino Gauntlet. The women's gauntlet was Athena. So like I thought it was fine. And he also had Swerve and Will coming out to beat the Young Bucks, where the Young Bucks did their Founding Fathers stick. So I think that's where I'll go. I'd go All In. Also was their biggest card. It was in the Stadium Series, so that's kind of where I would go. I was really hoping that it was going to be Mina or Tony Storm and Blake Monroe or Mariah May.
Yeah, that was Revolution, right? Yeah, that one also had
but that was
Ospreay and Fletcher steel cage match. Yeah, so that one was up there for me.
But that one I don't think was in. Oh, it was.
Yeah, it was. It was early on.
Yeah, it was Revolution. Okay, yeah, actually that's mine because that's the one that I wanted.
Yeah.
I thought that was a different one. Okay, yeah, Revolution was mine because it had Mariah May, Timeless Tony Storm, which was one of my favorite feuds of the year.
Hollywood ending.
Ospreay and Fletcher. It did have a terrible ending where Christian Cage failed to end the thing, so that one kind of hurt. Hurt Syndicate beat the Outrunners pretty quick, and then Okada beat Brody King, and then Swerve beat Ricochet for #1 contender match for the AEW World Title. So, but yeah, I Timeless Tony Storm and then Ospreay and Fletcher are carrying a lot of that weight on that one. All right, keep it going.
Okay, we'll do these ones quick because we still have a decent amount left. We'll do storyline and rivalry next. Storyline, Nick and Sports Illustrated had Hangman's redemption arc.
Sure.
To me, I agree. I'm going to blanket that with just going Death Riders because to me, you don't have that redemption arc without Moxley's run of terror. You don't have that. I know there was parts in the beginning. Obviously, Death Riders seemed to drag on at times, but
absolutely.
But you know, it finished strong. It carried most of the year, so that was my pick for that storyline.
Storyline of the year: Mariah May, Timeless Tony Storm. Easy. Don't you really need to think about it that much.
You gonna go with that for rivalry then too?
Rivalry, I might not. I don't think that. I think that story was a better rivalry for 2025, and it bled in a little bit more. But rivalry, I think I'm always just gonna go. I'll just go right now. I'll go Hangman Swerve. I know they kind of at All In July. They that's when Swerve kind of came out and looked back at Hangman and kind of gave him a nod to win. Yeah. But Hangman Swerve rivalry. They should always be fighting, in my opinion.
Yeah, you can't argue that one. Nick had Punk and McIntyre.
Ugh, he'd win.
Huh?
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with Sports Illustrated here. Hangman and Mox. You know.
Sure.
I don't know. That's just an easy one. Rivalry was really hard for me to decide.
Let's do tag teams quick.
Okay, tag team.
I have a good one. Okay. I'm gonna go Outrunners.
Ooh,
yeah. I thought they weren't the best, but again, almost could have been the most improved.
Or Breakout.
Breakout. Like they're still not. They barely are on TV anymore. I just really like them. The Hurt Syndicate's another solid one.
They're doing a lot of Ring of Honor stuff with Dalton Castle.
Yeah.
So they're building up there.
Yeah.
Tag team. Sports Illustrated had FTR.
It's fine.
Me and Nick both agreed. We both had Brodito.
Yeah, sure. I think that's fine.
Yeah, came out of nowhere. Had every match they've been in. Was incredible. Huge pay-per-view matches towards the end of the show. Absolutely. They really dominated this year.
All right. Let's take our last break. When we come back, we will get men's wrestler of the year, women's wrestler of the year, and some of the higher awards. So stay with us. We'll be right back after these breaks. Hello and welcome back to the Near Fall right here on WFRV Plus. I am your host, show the name, Devin Willems. We got Ben here on a lovely Thursday. It is time. Let's start going over some of the big hitters. Let's do what else? What else besides men's? Let's try to get men's, women the last two.
Sure. You want to do match of the year?
Sure, match of the year. Yeah,
that's a good one to start.
What did Sports Illustrated have?
Sports Illustrated had the triple threat with Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and Bianca Belair. Yes. Great match. Yep. Can't argue that one at all. Nick went on a personal note. Nick had Kyle Fletcher versus Ace Austin because of his.
He loves Ace Austin.
Nick personally,
and it's a fine match. I mean, listen, was it the best match of the year? No, but it was. Listen, they got two really good wrestlers in there.
Nick kind of knows Ace or has talked to Ace Austin before.
Yep.
To me, I'm sure there was better matches. My personal favorite was Ospreay Fletcher cage match at Revolution. Mm-hmm. That to me was just. Man, it didn't get better than that. The spots in that were insane. It was just, that was phenomenal for me.
One of the finalists for me, I'll try to get one WWE finalist in here that didn't win it, but I didn't mind. Wasn't the Women's Royal Rumble. Oh, man. The Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair triple threat match. Solid. That'll probably be my finals for WWE, but I'm going Mariah May, Timeless Tony Storm. Match of the year. It's just the perfect ending to a storyline, a rivalry, and just had. I mean, it should have main evented that Revolution pay-per-view. I thought, but yeah, that's gonna be my match of the year. One of the best storylines I think in the last 5 years, especially probably one of the best women's storylines in the history. But yeah, I'm all for it.
Yeah. Okay. We got three more, so we got male and female.
Yep.
We'll save those for last. So third to last, we got best in-ring performer. Ooh. Sports Illustrated went with. Your favorite, Will Ospreay.
Yeah, Will Ospreay. I don't need to say anything more on that one. I'm going to add another one, but yes, keep going. Who do you and Nick have?
Nick has Obafemi.
Okay.
A little.
Sure. I'm not into it, but sure.
Yeah.
Let me see it against the big guys, not against NXT guys.
Yeah. I'm going. I mean, I can't argue Will Ospreay, but I'm going with a tie. I could not decide between Takeshita and Bandito.
Solid. Oh, Bandito's
run this year has been great. They had a match together on a Ring of Honor pay-per-view that was tremendous.
Yep.
Takeshita and New Japan.
I think that's good. Entrance of the year. Is that a category they did?
No, they did not.
I'm gonna go Will Ospreay when Alex Windsor came out she narrated the thing, had tears in his eyes coming out. This was right before he had a surgery in the lights out one. So that's gonna be I just really like that entrance.
I think that would be mine too. I don't even know if I can specifically think of another one.
I mean, you could do like John Cena's last one, or like any WrestleMania ones that WrestleMania normally got some good entrances. But it's been so long; it's almost been a year ago. I'm just all right.
We'll move on.
We'll move on. But that was my entrance of the year. That had me ready to run through a brick wall.
Dude.
Women's of the year, women's wrestler of the year. Who did Sports Illustrated have?
Sports Illustrated Mercedes Moné.
Close to the list, but did not make the list for me.
Didn't make the list for you.
No.
I'm curious what you say. I don't think there's an argument to be made against Moné.
Wow.
I don't. Nick obviously did not pick Moné.
Yes.
He picked Vakur.
Wow, no, Vakur not the list for me. She has now just turned into a single move wrestler. Toni Storm, women's wrestler of the year for me. I had Io Sky in there, and then Liv Morgan.
Okay. You want to explain the Liv one a little
just
more?
Really good. She missed some time. All right, she missed like 6 months, so she missed about half the year.
Yeah.
But so much good. She was a champion. She was in a lot of storylines. Her and Dominic are really good.
Yeah.
Just even now when she's back, really good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. Okay. So I think she has the full package. I just in-ring ability, mic ability, knows how to work crowd, knows how to do solid wrestler, just in and out.
So who's your official pick? Did you say?
Oh, it's Toni Storm.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Toni Storm.
Yep.
Men's of the year.
The official winner with Sports Illustrated was Hangman.
Yep.
I couldn't argue that either. I'm going with them again.
Yep.
You know,
who did Nick have?
Nick had Dom Mysterio.
Made the list for me.
Yeah, no, it would make my list too. Yeah.
Made the list. Dominic, I thought really well. Will Ospreay, really good. Missed a little bit of time. I'm going Kyle Fletcher.
Okay.
I think he has just start to finish
skyrocketed.
Really good across the board, start to finish. Other than him, I mean, Dominic, I thought really well, really good. Braun Breaker's not quite there, but he's making his way. But yeah, I would go Fletcher, and then I mean Will Ospreay is always really good. Swerve, Hangman. Swerve's missed a little bit of time. Yeah. Moxley, I think Moxley's been solid. You know what you're going to get out of him,
right?
Performance-wise.
Mox is probably in my top 3. I think that rounds out my top 3 with Mox. Just the stuff he's did to help other people. You know, all the work he's done has been
absolutely
constant.
So, all right, that'll do it for this week's episodes of the Near Fall. We hand out some Near-ies. Hopefully, maybe we have a little bit more time. We can do another episode, maybe about halfway through the year of 2026. So, thank you for watching right here on WFRV Plus. Until the next time, keep your shoulders off the mat. Thanks for watching.